Hi, my name is Ana Cristina Won and I want to talk about the Tesla coil. First, who is Nikola Tesla? Nikola Tesla, born the 10th of July in 1856 and died in 7th January 1943, was a Serbian-American inventor, electrical engineer, and mechanical engineer, physicist, and futurist who is best known for his contributions to the design of the modern alternating current electricity supply system. Born and raised in the Australian Empire, Tesla received an advanced education in engineering and physics in the 1870s and gained practical experience in the early 1880s, working in telephony and Continental Edison in the new electric power industry. In 1893, he made pronouncements on the possibility of wireless communication with his devices.
Serbian-born engineer Nikola Tesla was a technological genius and a radical inventor. His work on an alternating current power system, the fluorescent light bulb, remote control, and many other mass-market inventions revolutionized the 20th century. But Tesla's biggest project, his dream of providing energy to the world for free, collapsed when his financial backers unexpectedly withdrew their support. Some believe that Tesla's free energy invention was actually suppressed by one of America's most powerful men. Could it be that Nikola Tesla did invent free energy? In the 19th century, Tesla hypothesized that electrical power could be generated using the natural resources of the sun and earth. Tesla understood that by harnessing the planet's natural energy, it could be provided to the whole world's population for free. Tesla had already demonstrated that power could be transferred wirelessly to the American Institute of Electrical Engineers. Using two metal sheets and his Tesla coil oscillator, he lit up two glass discharge tubes without wires. Now he wanted to implement the theory on a grand scale. In 1901, construction began on the Wardenclyffe Tower in Shoreham, New York. Atop the 57-meter-tall tower was a 55-ton dome of conductive metal. Beneath it, an iron root system penetrated more than 300 feet into the Earth's crust. Tesla believed the tower would harness the Earth's energy and transmit it into the atmosphere. Tesla envisaged a global network of these high-voltage towers, which would provide cost-free wireless electricity to the masses. Homes, businesses, and even ships could draw power from the electrical currents the towers provided. The development of wireless transatlantic telegraphs in 1901 and successful signal testing on the tower was promising for the development of free energy. The tower was funded by J.P. Morgan. He gave Tesla $150,000 in return for 51% control of the patents. But to Tesla's shock, construction on the tower was abandoned in 19... It was designed to send communications across the Atlantic. But the tower's true purpose would have threatened the very industry in which Morgan had built his fortune: fossil fuel. Theorists like Tom Retterbush claim that Morgan deliberately caused Tesla's free energy project to fail, therefore preserving his own financial dominance of the private energy sector. Morgan's extensive control over the media, press information regarding free energy sources. Whatever the reason, the absence of Tesla's records means we won't know if his project would ever have really worked.
Okay. Then, what's the Tesla coil? A Tesla coil is an electrical resonant transformer circuit designed by inventor Nikola Tesla in 1891. It is used to produce high voltage, low current, high frequency alternating current electricity. Tesla experimented with a number of different configurations with the possibility of energy transformation without drivers. The experiment, what materials they need? 17.5 centimeters plus 8 centimeters wood or any support for the coil, a 9-volt battery, a connector to the battery, a 2N222A transistor, a resistance of 22K, a switch, a piece of tube, Magneto wire half a millimeter thick, wire 1 millimeter thick, 15 to 30 centimeters long. Now what we did in the process. Wind the wire from one end to the tube and put tape on it to make it strong. Connect the aluminum ball in the tube, on one on the other side of the tube. Connect the transistor, then paste the transistor in the point of the wood, then the switch and also the coil. Now solder the resistance to the central leg of the transistor, then solder it in the central leg. At the end of the wire we will weld on the right leg of the transistor, then join it from the end of the wire to the resistance, and again connect from the resistor to the switch. Solder the connector to the battery. The red wire is soldered to the other contact of the switch, and the black wire to the left of the transistor. Use a plastic ball, wrap it with aluminum foil, then peel the insulation to the wire and join the aluminum ball. What precautions we have to have when using the Tesla coil. It produces dangerous levels of high-frequency current and high voltage. Electrical discharges can cause severe skin burn, external and internal, carbonize the skins. It can generate involuntary muscle spasms and induce ventricular fibrillation. Do not bring electronic devices to the coil and do not connect the coil without supervision of someone aware of the danger of high voltage experiments. In conclusion, the Tesla coil is a device that uses the principle of resonance, in this case electrical, for the elevation in the frequency of a voltage signal by a special transformer, which generates the emission of a plasma in the surrounding air.
Inventions. The Tesla coil, 1891. The inventor, Nikola Tesla, had dreamed of supplying the world with electricity wirelessly. Tesla developed a device in 1891 which could produce bolts of high-voltage electricity, known as the Tesla coil. The device has a primary coil which passes a current onto a secondary coil, creating a high voltage and low current, which shoots out a lightning-like discharge. Tesla put on demonstration showing how the Tesla coil could be used to power light bulbs wirelessly nearby. He also held the light bulbs up close to the Tesla coil, powering them without harm to himself. From 1899 to 1900, Tesla built a new laboratory in Colorado Springs, and it is here that he built a larger version of his Tesla coil called the magnifying transmitter. It measured 51 feet or 15.5 meters in diameter and could reach outputs of up to 12 million volts. With this version of the Tesla coil, the inventor could light up 3 incandescent bulbs at 100 feet or 30 meters away. One night, the magnifying transmitter overloaded during an experiment, burning out the power station and turning the town dark, terrifying the locals. In 1901, with funding from businessmen, Tesla built his next larger transmitter, this time in New York, named the Wardenclyffe Tower. Tesla had acquired the investment by pitching his proposed world wireless system as a way of communicating across the world by broadcasting messages, as well as delivering electricity wirelessly. Physicist and radio pioneer Guglielmo Marconi would send the first Atlantic wireless transmission in 1901 using Tesla's ideas, but Tesla was not interested in wireless messages as much as wireless power. Nevertheless, while wireless messaging worked, there was no proof that wireless power could work beyond a short range. By 1904, Tesla's investors had pulled out, and with staggering debts, the Wardenclyffe Tower was eventually demolished in 1917. In the early 20th century, the Tesla coil would be used for a number of things, including radios, medicine, X-rays, electrotherapy, and for entertainment. But in the present day, the Tesla coil has been replaced by more modern circuitry. Subscribe for more history videos.
Okay, thanks.